After like my second listen of the Carter 6, the Jelly Roll hook just kept standing out to me. Sharks ain't always in the water. I know you will one eye open. Jelly Roll went crazy on that hook. And I'm not mad at the Big Sean verse. Top of the Top, episode 287, Stash House Podcast. Your boy Tyler checking in. First time listeners, thank y'all for tuning in. If you tune in weekly, salute, or there's just an episode, some topics you may want to hear about, thank you for tuning in as well. Podcast available on all streaming platforms, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube page. Also, if you're watching this video on YouTube, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, hit the like button. Greatly appreciate that. Also, subscribe to your preferred audio platform. Tell a friend or tell another friend. Check out this show. All love is greatly appreciated. Hope everyone had a safe week, safe weekend. Do the same this upcoming week. This week episode got a great show lined up for y'all. A lot of things to talk about in the hip-hop world. First off, Lil Wayne new album, The Carter 6, was released. I want to talk about that and just give my analysis on where I think Wayne's career can go from here. And to end this episode, we're going to talk about Wale. A couple weeks ago at the BET Awards, he had a run-in with Kai Cenat that I guess didn't go the way Wale expected or planned to go. And he made some comments to Kai Cenat later on that night that, of course, got Wale trending on the timeline once again. So we'll just talk about Wale's career with the media and how it became like his Achilles heel in the long run. So great episode lined up for y'all. Sit back, relax, enjoy. New episode of Stash House Podcast. Let's get it. So to start things off, let's talk about new Lil Wayne album, The Carter 6, 19 tracks. Features, we got Big S the Plug, Jelly Roll, Big Sean, Bono, 2 Chainz, Cameron Carter, Lil Novi, MGK, and Kodak Black. And the way I'm going to do this, I want to talk about the album first, then get my analysis, like I said before, analysis on Wayne's career, where I think he can go from here. So let's talk about the album, The Carter 6. First, my album reactions. When I pressed play, I did like the intro going into Welcome to the Carter. And I say that because I listened to this album a little bit later than most people did. So it's becoming like a trend to me, I think. 'Cause when the Carter 5 dropped, I saw the same response. And when this album, I saw the same response. In terms of as soon as I wake up, get myself together to go to work, I'm seeing reviews already. It ain't even 6 o'clock in the morning yet. I'm seeing reviews. They throwing this in the trash. Wayne not the same Wayne no more. And I said, damn, I saw the same thing with Carter 5. Now I'm seeing the same thing with Carter 6. Have Wayne fans still not tuned all the way in? Like, yeah, y'all, this is not Carter 2 going into Carter 3, mixtape run, feature run, Lil Wayne. This is not No Ceilings, Carter 4, Lil Wayne. Wayne has been out of touch for a minute, right? But I can combat that with, at the same time, if you're in the know and if you're in tune, when Wayne get with certain artists, when Wayne get with the 2 Chainz, we see glimpses of that old Lil Wayne. When Wayne get with those Griselda guys, we see glimpses of the old Lil Wayne. When Wayne gets with Tyler Creator, Wayne can get back into that mode. We've seen Wayne have spurts in the past 5 years on features to where that Wayne is still there. So when I heard the intro, Welcome to the Carter, compared to the responses I was seeing early on, I'm like, yeah, of course I got 19 more songs to go. But my instant thought in my head was, maybe this the album Wayne should have let 2 Chainz executive produce. Just let 2 Chainz be in the studio with you throughout this whole process. Everybody know Wayne is the type, he could just go to the studio, you put on any beat, Wayne's going to rap over it. Whether it's about money, clothes, pussy, drugs, whatever, Wayne is going to rap. But I just think he needs to lock in on albums. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if people really catching my drift when I say have 2 Chainz right beside you, because I saw a report after the Carter 5, Wayne broke away from his longtime manager, Tez, who's been there for probably over 2 decades. So this is probably the first album where Wayne really didn't have no direction. And for it to be a Carter album, the Carter series, if you ask me, when it comes to the Carter series, 1, 2, and 3, undeniable. I know people want to change history and rewrite history when it comes to the Carter 3, but if the Carter 3 wasn't all that, we would have known that back then. Wayne anticipation and the build up to Carter 3, if that album, even if it did say, it's so crazy. That was during that era where we went and bought CDs. It's so crazy, but if the music didn't reciprocate the sales, we would have known. So I don't like people just saying, no, Carter 3 really wasn't all that. Like, relax. Did Lollipop age well? Depending on the mood and the vibe, I wouldn't mind hearing Lollipop, I'll be honest. Depending on the mood and the vibe. Get Money with T-Pain, that era, that was like the T-Pain, Wayne, T-Wayne run. So some of the songs, A Milli, I'm sure, yes, it's a classic, but I always say I'm just tired of seeing Wayne perform A Milli. I understand it. Carter 4, it got the job done. It got the job done. Carter 5, like I said, it could have closed the chapter in my opinion. Especially now we got Carter 6. Carter 5 could have definitely closed the chapter, but, you know, Wayne is responsible for many of us upbringing. So we just got to rock with Wayne, man. I understand it's not the same Wayne as before, but I just think Wayne needs to just get in tune when it comes to making albums. Man, call 2 Chainz up, man. Have him in the studio with you. So going back to the Carter 6 real quick. The intro, going to Welcome to the Carter, cool. Bells, I didn't need it. Paying homage to LL Cool J, salute. LL Cool J, one of my mom's favorite artists ever, so I'm not mad at paying homage, but I didn't need it. I didn't need it. Then we get to the song with Jelly Roll and Big Sean. I'm sorry. First we get the hip hop with Big S the Plug. I love hearing Big S the Plug. I love seeing Wayne at least knowing. Who knows if Wayne made that call or not? Wayne probably just woke up and rapped, and the label probably put Big S the Plug on it. Who knows, but I was happy to hear Big S the Plug on the Carter 6 album. And then we get the Sharks with Jelly Roll and Big Sean. And this brought me to when I first heard Wayne was dropping the Carter 6 months ago. Like, he been announced the Carter 6 was coming out. And I saw a feature list that was going around. And Jelly Roll was on it. But I think it was like Lady Gaga, Miley Cyrus, just totally pop world type features that I saw at first. So when I saw Jelly Roll with the Big Sean feature as well, I was like, okay, let's see what happens. And I'm on record. Y'all can stamp this. After like my second listen of the Carter 6, the Jelly Roll hook just kept standing out to me. Sharks ain't always in the water. I know you will one eye open. Jelly Roll went crazy on that hook. And I'm not mad at the Big Sean verse. Y'all know how I feel about Big Sean in 2025. I wasn't mad at this Big Sean verse, and I wasn't mad at the Jelly Roll hook. So my first 2 listens of the Carter 6, Sharks is probably my favorite song. I'll be honest with y'all. So shout out to Jelly Roll and Big Sean. Banned from NO I didn't need because we got banned from TV freestyle on No Ceilings. I didn't need you to do this again. You did it on No Ceilings, and you did it very well on No Ceilings. So I didn't need banned from NO. Cotton Candy with 2 Chainz. That's the box I like to hear Wayne in 2025. Welcome to Collard Grove. Welcome back to Collard Grove 2. Whatever. Both of those albums with 2 Chainz are great. I talked about them a few times when the second Collard Grove came out. So check that out in the archives. Flex Up, I really enjoy. And that's kind of where it ends at for me. After like the first 10 songs, it kind of goes downhill. Like I said, when I woke up, I saw people just trashing the album. It's parts of the second half that I like. I like if I play guitar. I did like that. It's kind of like how the Love was but just a little bit different. So I did like if I played guitar. Peanuts, To an Elephant is the one I saw everybody just posting, saying it sound like a Crash Bandicoot type beat. That's why I'm like, okay, Wayne need direction. That second part is when it's like, okay, Wayne needs direction for albums. And it's crazy to think, because like I say, we was around that era when Wayne was just on the tear with the Dedication mixtapes, Drop 3, the Carter albums, the leaks that came out, his feature runs. It just felt like Wayne was locked in. And of course, that was years, ages ago, it feel like now. But then he came back with the No Ceilings and the Carter 4 and the features on the DJ Khaled songs with Drake and Rick Ross. But now it's just like, Wayne just do Wayne things now. He's always been in his own world. That's no shock. We learned that in the past 10 years or so. Wayne just be stuck in his own world in his own way. But I just feel like as music consumers, we wish when it's time to lock in, he'll lock in. You know what I'm saying? We'll love to hear that lighter flick and Wayne just come on wax and shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like having 2 Chainz right there, for one, having 2 Chainz in the studio with you, your beat selection would be 1,000 times better. That's one thing with Wayne. Because I always question, did Wayne flow age very well? Like when we hear older acts, we want them to sound like more mature and, you know what I'm saying, give us some type of content that we can think about, take home with us, recite when we in the circle with our friends. And back then, Wayne had it with the metaphors and all that, but now if it just pussy, 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 clothes, 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 hoes, 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 it's like, fam, I ain't want to, it's for the right song, it sounds cool, but come on, Wayne, you can give us something. Give me, if Hustler Music had 10 kids and about 5 grandkids. Give me that, Wayne. Give me the Hustler Music. Give me some of that real shit. You know what I'm saying? But now in Wayne's life, that's why I'm real curious. If somebody were to shadow Lil Wayne and just document his day-to-day activities, what can they get from that can translate in the studio? You know what I'm saying? You know how different artists talk about, I got this set up, I got this set up, I go on the road, I experience new things. What does Wayne do in his life that can he can go in the studio and be like, I did this today, let me rap about it, and make it sound good. I don't know, there's a lot of questions I got for Wayne, man. There's a lot of questions I got. And the fact that we just had this Hot Boys reunion, not to say I need a Hot Boys album or nothing, but I'm surprised. I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised that, like, it would be a good time on the Carter 6 to have a Juvenile verse, BG verse, Turk. Manny, it's a Manny Fresh feature on here, but have some more Manny Fresh production. You know what I'm saying? I figured he'll want to lock back in. Then after him crying about the Super Bowl and all that, I'm like, bro, you just go back to what made people love you. You know what I'm saying? But as Wayne fans, we've been asking that shit for a long ass time. I don't think it's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, at some point, y'all, we gotta just stop asking artists. I mean, Wiz, it took Wiz 15 years to, lock back in and do some Cushion OJ type vibes. But with Wayne don't even remember half of that shit that we love. You ask Lil Wayne now, bruh, something you forgot. That was my shit growing up. And he'll be like, yeah, word. I can't tell you a verse or nothing I said on it, but thank you for telling me that something you forgot means a lot to you. But, bro, I don't remember none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. But we've seen and heard Wayne on features in the past few years that he shows glimpse that it's still there. I think he just needs somebody like 2 Chainz. Shit, Westside Gunn be in the studio and help orchestrate things. But Carter 6, shout out to my coworker Eldred. He said this sound more like I'm not a human being or something like that. Rebirth Wayne. Like, when you think of Carter series, you don't think of Carter 6. And I do think Carter 6 is definitely a blemish on that Carter series. You know what I'm saying? You kind of want that to be flawless. Looking back at it now, you probably could have ended at 4. I say 5, but really 4. You could have just closed the book. But, you know what I mean? It is what it is. Let me know what y'all think about the Carter 6. Been a lot of talk about it, but overall, yeah, I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling it, man. Like I say, the Jelly Roll, Big Sean, that's what I came away saying. that's the one. Who knows how many times I'm gonna go back and listen to it, but yeah, man. 2 Chainz, get Wayne right, man. Get Wayne right. Now, to wrap up this episode, I'm going to talk real quick about Wale. Like I said a couple weeks ago at the BET Awards, he had a run-in with Kai Cenat. And I say run-in, I don't mean like off-rip, it was bad energy. It was like Kai Cenat was live streaming at the BET Awards, red carpet, all that. Very innovative what bruh doing. You know, I'm going to say some things in terms of hip-hop, relating back to Kai Cenat, but in terms of what he doing with streaming and all that, cannot take that away from him. So he's streaming at the BET Awards, see Drewski, different celebrities and all that. So a clip went viral. Like he was going back to his truck and he was walking to his truck and Wale was like, yo, what up? You know what I'm saying? He like, oh, what's up, bro? He like, you know, what game you playing? Wale like, you know, I'm playing the Switch. I'm like, all right, cool. What's up? You know, simple. What it do? Salute. Keep on going. And Kai went to his truck. He was like, oh, that was somebody famous. And he was like, Wale, who is Wale? And his driver like, that's Wale. Like, he like, who is that? And he like, Wale, he does music. Like, it's Wale. And he was like, oh, okay. So then later on, Kai is at the BET Awards talking with Snoop Dogg. And I don't know what they were talking about. And Wale came up to him like, hey, man, you got me looking crazy out here. Woot, woot. You know, we'll talk later. And Kai was like, all right. He like, oh, my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? He like, no, we'll talk later. He like, oh, all right. He went back to talking with Snoop Dogg. So, of course, Wale being Wale for the past 10, 15 years, Wale has just never had a period, I feel, to where he was just smooth sailing. He was just at peace with his career and with himself. And I say that because, okay, Kai Cenat, right? He's streaming, and within the past year, he's had Chris Brown, SZA, Kodak Black. He's had different artists of hip-hop, R&B come do his live stream with him, right? So me just seeing that, I'm like, okay, Kai, you know, he's a young black man. You know, he probably grew up listening to these people. Dream come true. You got these people you grew up listening to at your spot, streaming with you. Y'all getting hella views and, you know, doing wild shit. But it seems as if Kai is really not in tune like I thought he was in tune. Because at first, I saw a clip months ago, one of the guys in the streaming house that they got, him and Kai was talking in the hallway, and the dude was like, oh, man, I got to go about to interview Zaytoven. And Kai was like, who is Zaytoven? Granted, I'm born and raised in the South. Gucci Mane is one of my favorite artists of all time. So, of course, I know who Zaytoven is. But I think there was like Kai's like, what, 22, 23 from New York, I believe. Okay, I'll let that slide. He don't know who Zaytoven is. Even though I wanted to mind him saying, oh, Zaytoven, I heard his beats, but I don't know what he looked like. I'll take that. But he's a 22-year-old from New York. Okay, you don't know who Zaytoven is. Cool. I'll let that slide. And that's a lot for me to let that slide. So even before the Wale incident at the BET Awards, I saw another clip. He on the red carpet talking, and he asked one of his friends, he like, hey, man, you know who Robin Thicke is? And the dude was like, yeah, I know who Robin Thicke is. And he looked, he like, oh, Robin Thicke right there. And Kai was like, yeah, I was just talking to him. I don't know who he is. And dude like, how you not know who Robin Thicke is? Granted, Kai's a 22-year-old kid from New York. Maybe he don't know who Robin is. Maybe he hasn't heard Lost Without You or hey. Who knows? But I'm like, okay, bro, that's Zaytoven you don't know, and Robin Thicke you don't know, and now you don't know who Wale is. And I'm sure it's other names I can think of. I can't think of at the top of my head who I've seen Kai Cenat say he don't know who this person is. So I'm like, okay, that's kind of different. Zaytoven and Robin Thicke, I kind of understand, but Wale, I'll be like, bro, how you not know who Wale is? But it goes back to what I say a lot. A lot of us wasn't raised the same way. You know what I'm saying? A young kid from up north who knows his family, his household, probably didn't allow certain music to be played. Who knows? But I do kind of find it odd that I'm like, damn, bro, who do you know? Yeah, you know Snoop Dogg and all, yeah, but damn, like how in tune are you with music? And then you got these people coming to your house who represent the hip hop R&B culture, but you don't know who certain people are. So I understand people saying that. I understand, but at the same time, I don't know bro upbringing. I don't know what he was raised around. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? So that's one side. Now let's talk about Wale. Wale, yet again, this all could have been avoided. You know what I'm saying? Now, not to say that, who am I type of thing to be like, this person is supposed to know me. Like, no, I don't operate like that. Like, yeah, y'all see me, I know who Tyler. Hell no. I prefer you don't know who. I prefer to remain as under the radar as possible. So that's one. So Wale, it could have been avoided because it's like, fam, that's a lot of ego stroking. It's like, how you not know who I am type vibe. But maybe the dude just don't know who you are. If anything, you could have made a joke about it. Could have just posted like, hey, y'all, next time Kai Cenat go live, y'all flood his comments with my music, my fans, whoop-de-whoop. Now, the thing about that is, throughout his career, Wale has kind of, I don't want to say shunned his fans away, but Wale has showed time and time again throughout his career, he shows more love to the hate than he does the love. When Wale came on my radar all them years ago, he was known as the guy the women love for his poetic ability. He made records catered to the women. So you should be the last person worried about internet trolls and all this. You got the women on lock. When you go to your shows, you got the beautiful women singing your lyrics word for word. They singing the hook. You shouldn't be worried about no internet trolls. And that would kind of, I think, turn fans away from Wale for the most part. It's like, fam, we're going to show you how much we love and care for your music, but you constantly showing attention to the hate that you give. Fam, we ain't about to go back and forth. And not only are you showing attention to the hate, your attitude and the way you come off on interviews and your nonchalant ways. They're like, fam, you supposed to be the poetic guy. You're supposed to be the one to calm everything down, damn near. You constantly comparing yourself to the Coles and the Kendricks and the Drakes during that time period. Cole said it. I think it was what, False Prophets, I believe that verse he's talking about Wale, and like I got a friend, he's very talented, but he doesn't see it in himself. Like, it's been an ongoing thing with Wale for years and years, and me being somebody who has said on record time and time again, if you tell me, Tyler, name 10 of your favorite Wale songs, it's going to be those women-friendly records. The one with Jeremiah, The Bad. It's going to be those type records, but the album About Nothing, I really enjoyed. More About Nothing mixtape, I really enjoyed. I like the Ambition album. I love the shit he did with MMG, that Self-Made 2 album, one of my favorites they had. Like, Wale catalog, he got some on there, but I ain't going to say Wale catalog is just up there with such and such. Like, I like the Wild That's Crazy that came out 2019. That was really good. But, I mean, aside from the music, when you bring the other things involved with Wale into his career, it will turn you away. You know what I'm saying? So I did find that interesting with him and Kai Cenat. I'm like, bro, Kai Cenat, I'm like, bro, if you're going to be in this culture talking to these people, I would like you to know more people. You know what I'm saying? I ain't think about it as, oh, Chris Brown hit him up in the DM like, bro, send me your address, I'm going to pull up. It's obviously some payola and labels involved with that. But on the same thing with Wale, I'm like, bro, everybody probably don't know who you are. And this guy is young at the same time. I'm born in 93. And I feel like outside of a small percentage of people, I feel like I graduated high school 2011. After that 2014 class, it's probably a small percentage of people who really in the know of what's going on with how the world operates in general. Because I feel like my generation was the last one to go outside, no phones, no tablets, and watch TV and all that. A lot of these kids didn't grow up nothing like how we grew up. It's just wild to see that because growing up, we see like family members or artists will always say like, my kids will never grow up how I grew up, with the streets or whatever. Now we say it in terms of, yeah, my kids can't grow up how we grew up because Kids aren't outside as much no more. They got the tablets. They don't even watch real television. Some of these kids probably don't know what a commercial is. They know ads as being commercials. You know what I'm saying? They don't know about, we're going to take a break, coming right back. They probably would never hear. Think about this, y'all. It's some kids who have never heard and would never hear a television show say, yeah, we got some bills to pay, but we'll be right back after this commercial break. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, we really thought, okay, they got bills to pay, they'll be right back. But now knowing that commercials and the ad sponsorships, they don't understand none of that. So it's just a disconnect generation-wise from my generation to the generation 10 years younger than us. It's a wide gap. It's a wide gap. But it didn't feel like that growing up. I felt like when I was 11 and my older cousin who was 21, 22, in terms of music, they probably knew more oldies or whatever. But in terms of the current music, like, yeah, I know about Nelly, Lil Wayne, Jay-Z. Nah, I probably don't know their albums like that when I was 11, but I know when they on BET, MTV, that's that person. It's just wild. Every time I think that, like, yeah, you know, I'm getting older, whoop-de-whoop, some little young pup come along, remind me, like, my 10 years older than them feel like damn 20, 25 years. It's just crazy how the world works, man. And music and social media make it seem a lot different than what it really is, man. That's crazy. But Wale, I don't know, man. I don't know. Come back with another girl record. Call Jeremiah up and get another girl record. Set the summer off for something. I don't know, dog. I don't know. But, yeah, that's all I got for y'all this week. Quick little Lil Wayne Carter 6 review. Talk about Wale and Kai Cenat real quick. Make sure everybody go out, have a great work week, great school week. This has been episode 287 of Stash House Podcast. I thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure y'all stay hydrated, stay safe, mind y'all business, stay prayed up, keep some change in your pocket. Keep me in prayers. I'll do the same for y'all. Salute.